Hello, hello. Happy Sunday, happy Easter. You know, I didn't put out my Easter stuff this year. I completely crossed my mind. Did not cross my mind. That's okay though. I do have a bunny. Maybe I should look at my bunny. Yeah. I didn't even put my Easter stuff. That's silly. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I can't believe I did not put out my Easter decor. It just completely slipped my mind. Anyways, hello there and happy Easter. Turn it on subscribers only. I don't know how much activity I'll get today, but I am here live. Hello and welcome on 4/20/25. Let me make sure my camera's working good. Yep. Yeah. Hello, hello. What's up, what's up? Of course, the trolls always never fail to show up. How are we doing out there? On this lovely Easter Sunday. I do have my bunny out. Mr. Bunny's here. But yeah. Hello, welcome in. Please don't forget to click the like button, guys. Gotta put a little bunny. Welcome in. Yeah, please don't forget to smash the like button. Thank you. Hello, Mahir. How are you? And welcome. Collective here. Oh, hi, Collective. Now, these are paid readings. Paid readings. All my information is pinned. Well, it's not really pinned in Facebook, but I'm getting it pinned here in YouTube. I can pin it in Facebook as well. But these are paid readings. Happy Easter, happy Easter. Here, I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to pin a comment here. A lot of those. Hey, Nina, what's up, girl? What's up? She's all excited to be here. Hello, hello. Is that what I heard going off then on my phone? Yeah, thank you, Nina, for the donation. Thank you. Oops. What's up? So I do have Facebook and YouTube here. For some reason I can't get my comment pinned over there on Facebook. I'm not going to worry about it. It's there. The way how to donate through Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. So, Nina, hello. What can I help you with, my dear? I got my bunny up today for Easter. See him back over here. And we're under a tornado watch where I'm at. It's just a tornado watch. Earlier they had it as a tornado warning. They've changed it to watch. That's good. Hope you're doing well today. God. Well, I reconnected with someone from high school. I wanted to see what Spirit has for his feelings or what's next. Oh, my tornado. Okay. Yeah, tornado. It's went down to a watch, so it's fine. It's pretty typical this time of year. But at first it said warning. I was like, oh shit, because that means it's coming. Take cover. Now he's in a relationship. We just caught up on the phone after 10 years. Oh, okay. All right. So what's this guy's name? Or initial or something? So I can see what's gonna between the two of you. Hey, Kristen. Happy Easter. Hyping for no tornado. Or hoping for no tornado. I know what you meant. His name was Steven. Okay, Steven. Yeah, no tornado. It's just a tornado watch. So I know what you meant. hoping, yeah. That's funny. Well, I'm glad you guys were able to make it on Easter. Let me get my email. Opened up. There we go. We're getting those storms tonight. Yeah. Whatever this is heading northeast from about 40 minutes away. All right, let's take a look here. Did you think that the grandkids? No. They're over at my ex-monster-in-laws. I mean, I guess they are, or they're with their dad or something. No, it's rainy here and nasty. So no. I do an Easter egg hunt here, but I won't be doing it today. It's cold and nasty. No, they have other plans. But I will. Just have to be another day. Whoa. All right, we're looking at Stephen. Stephen and Nina, please. Stephen and Nina. Oops. Stephen and Nina. 12:12 on the clock. Okay. The lady in the center. That's Nina. All about Nina here. We have the stars, the snake, the letter, the anchor, the fish, the coffin, the crossroads, and the rider. Okay, so someone comes to you for a conversation. That's like the undercurrent here. And what is this talk? Here's the conversation. It's in the past. Okay, what is this? Okay. There is something about losing someone valuable to us. I got up here in this top line. Did you talk about? There's just something here about like spiritual guru, business, spiritual business, or I don't know what you guys talked about. I do see the conversation here there was a specific aim to it. A change in working life for you. And you following your hopes and dreams. What is this? So I don't know if you had this conversation. Are you kind of like wishing something? Wishing this guy would come back? Was this did you talk about an ending? We did talk about our current careers. Okay, and was there a job loss too? Possibly here with this giving up a business idea. Giving up a business idea. Okay. So the reality of the situation, so I always had a crush on Mr. and I always liked him when I was younger. He always had a crush on you. Oh, okay. Well, this stars in the coffin can mean something like wishing someone would come back to us. But shows up in the past. But now it's like you got away. Yeah, it's that whole hoping someone will come back to us. Okay. So that's your hopes and dreams. Okay. For the future. Okay. Losing someone valuable. There's some kind of all right, let me look at the coffin and the crossroads. Here. It's it's like when you're looking at endings, right? The past, things that ended. Yeah. Uh, well, you're I don't know, it's like you're ruling out alternatives here. Um, this is Road's End. I don't know. I don't think, as far as in the future, you show up here like self-empowered, self-empowerment. Okay, this can mean careers too, but you show up in the future as far as anything with this guy. Um, I don't. I see you as you going your own way. Uh, yeah, going your own way. So I don't know. I think there's something about advancement for you. Everything kind of revolves around ambition and advancing a career. I don't really think that much is going on with this guy, really. Um, hey, Milky Way, what's up, girl? Um, I don't know. You're just like, so you had a specific aim talking with this person. I don't know if you went to them for conversation or they came to you. This is generally somebody comes to you for a conversation, but um, IT service, sorry, I had to leave the other day. Thank you for the reads. Oh, no problem, huh? No problem. Um, Sudden changes in your work life. So, yeah, I gotta tell you, I see that. I love the snake in that's you being like self-empowered and focusing on your career and stuff. Oops. I went to him on the phone. He now lives in Tucson. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess the writer is under you. Like also here with the letter. Anyways, yeah. I see. I'm seriously. I'm getting here. Focusing on your hopes and dreams. So you focusing on for yourself and your career. That's why I'm like, well, do you guys talk about career? Because career's here a lot on the table. Money and work life. I guess you're like finding him valuable. Like you see him as valuable. But I don't know. He told me of how my best friend made a pass at him in the past too. Oh. That's the third or fourth guy. Oh my gosh. The one that you let go of recently? He's very valuable. Aww. Miss him. Well, thank you, Milky Way, for the donation. Yeah, and it's odd because her and I talked yesterday. Your best friend? Oh wow. Well, she don't sound like very good of a friend to me. I'm over the connection with her. It made me mad. Yeah. This looks good for you. I don't see anything in the near future between you guys. It's kind of like you're at road's end here. The reality is you're at the end of the road, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, maybe you need to have this conversation. Well, I guess you already figured her out. Why did you talk to her yesterday? No. Talk to her. She don't even deserve your energy, sounds like to me. You're welcome. Okay. All right, Katarina, you are up. Oh, there's your questions. All right, so we're gonna look at your first question, Katerina, on Joe. We got 2 questions here. It's like, oh my gosh, the thunder! I don't know if you can hear that. Yikes! Okay, just random. Hadn't heard from her since now years even, so I was checking in. Oh. I might have to leave. Okay. All right, here we go. Because he's still here with me. Oh! Oh dear. Okay, how does Joe currently feel about Milky Way? How does Joe currently feel about Milky Way? How does Joe currently feel about Milky Way? Like a fox, the fish, the mountain, the lady, the bear, the book, and the writer. Change in working life when it comes to you. Maybe some kind of financial obstacles or obstacles in with career, self-employment. Yeah, how is he feeling about you? Mm. He may think you're demanding a lot of what is valuable to you or to him, or he might, or that someone is demanding a lot of what is valuable to you. Like kind of intrusive or kind of like, yeah, intrusive. All right, what the heck is this? I think he thinks you're like independent. Hmm. You have integrity. And you do value your family and friends. Uh, hmm. Having to adapt to a leading role. You provide for yourself, like financially. Um, you got a better job with better hours. Oh, okay. Well, I'm demanding good treatment. um, there's something about, yeah, providing for oneself. And the mountain's in the middle, so there's obstacles. Okay, seeing some obstacles here. As far as with the lady, right? That's you. So there's some kind of hurdles. Boundaries are pushed, intrusive presence. To be unmoved by the facts and stubbornly hold true to what you want to believe. This side feels like your energy a lot. Okay, he may think, okay, that you are stubbornly holding true to what you want to believe. Okay. Yeah, my phone is going off. I want to make sure I don't have I do have a tornado warning. Okay, let's take a look at his intentions. No, there's my tornado warning. There is seriously nothing going on outside. Nothing. I don't know. Let me see. Probably because I'm in Miller County. All right. We're going to look at his intentions. No sweat, no sweat. What are Joe's intentions towards Katarina, please? Joe's intentions towards Katarina. Joe's intentions towards Katarina. Joe's intentions towards Katarina. Right, the mountain, the fox, the stork, the child, the clouds, the cross. He feel his intention, some kind of like feeling like kind of stuck in a confused situation, or like a recurring problem. What? He wants to. There's something here about blocking what you don't agree with. So he's adapting to this difficult situation. He's being very yeah, he feels like he's in a very difficult situation. The heck? But he's going to keep quiet. To cautiously keep quiet. It's kind of he's becoming silent or unmoved as self-defense, and he's blocking what he doesn't agree with. Or some coming back to a conversation. It's very like painful or so the communication here, he's got to be his intentions are he's a streetwise, dishonest person versus you, the inexperienced, naive person. I've got that before. To initiate confusion. Oh, to initiate confusion. Okay. Beginning of confusion. So the fox and the stork, let me take a peek at that because that's kind of uh, going. He thinks this is a necessary change. Necessary change. It's impossible to hold up a certain transformation or transition. Go with it, but care well for yourself while it's happening. Okay. Look, got another question. Okay. Okay. He's being very cautious with you. He doesn't want to reveal his inner nature, what's going on inside of him. Okay. Sorry, I was focusing on the weather for a second there. Okay. What's he currently think about you? All right, give me just a moment. I'm going to check on my weather here for a second. Oh my gosh, it is pouring. Okay, sorry about that. You're back? Okay. All right, I'm getting ready to start your question on what is Joe currently thinking about you, my dear. Okay. All right, here we go. What is Joe currently thinking about, Katerina? What is Joe currently thinking about, Katerina? What is Joe currently thinking about, Katerina? Don't forget to share your chocolate. What chocolates? If I had chocolates, I wouldn't be sharing them. No. Joe currently thinking about. Whoops. Katerina, where's Joe? Maybe I should get a tarot reading to get a better feel of how he feels. I would say, I think tarot, tarot is better for feelings. Lenormand's more, really good at situations and what's happening, like your concrete details of a situation. What is Joe currently thinking about, Katerina? Oops. What is Joe currently thinking about? All right, we have the clover, the stork, the tower, the stars, the moon, the letter, and the cross. Okay, that some kind of communication here. Hard conversation, or very cool, unemotional conversation. Or showing up here with the letter. But we also have, okay. But then right here we have emotional. Sorry, I'm under tornado. I should not be laughing. There's actually the rain stopped. Okay, so recurring problem. An opportunity to talk about something. Okay. The chance to transform, moving from a burden to an unburdened state or way of thinking or feeling. Pleasant nights. Something here about playing with someone's emotions. as well. Stars and the moon talk a lot about intuition. I don't I don't know if you guys talked about intuition. I'm not sure why this is showing up, but to trust one's intuition. So, and then there's something here about a significant and meaningful connection. Trust in fate. I do not get this. And I think he's thinking he maybe needs to withdraw in order to think about what he really wants, whatever he really wishes and hopes for, or what he really wants. He may also think of you as someone who kind of, you have control over whether his wishes are going to be fulfilled or not. And yeah, I keep telling him that my intuition is telling me that he's using me as a rebound. Oh, okay. Okay. Did you also tell him he needs to step back and think about what he really wants? Because there's something about that here as well. That must be the recurring conversation. Playing with someone's emotions. That's that whole using. I didn't tell him that, but you should. Yeah, absolutely. Um, so yeah, I think that's having these conversations. There's also something in these conversations about like you don't want to be around somebody who's suffering or still getting over someone. Suffering is how it shows up, and that you hold your principles above all else. But yeah, it's interesting that intuition. I didn't want to. I'm like intuition. What? But it make yeah. You did. You mentioned your intuition. Well, he's not going to come out and say I'm using you. I mean, nobody does that. Users don't do that. That'd be messing up their game. um, that's how he sees me, that I hold my principles above all else. Yeah, I would say so. That you don't want to be used. That's holding your principles. Like, not that you don't want to. Nobody wants to, but you're not going to allow it. So it's still showing up that he's using me. Well, honey, that's not going to change. If you're waiting for that to change or something, that last reading was about thinking about the conversation that you guys had together, was what I got, and what you're telling him. And to him, it's a recurring problem or a recurring pain in the ass. Recurring pain, yeah. Our longings cause suffering. Like, something about what our inner nature wants feels like a burden. Like, so, yeah. Now, what do you want to? I noticed you went ahead and sent a donation for tarot. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, he was annoyed with me last night. When you were talking about this I think I got something earlier too that you might have missed, about a keep coming back to the same conversation or something like that. I had another question for Lenormand in the channel messages. Oh, so okay. I gotcha. Okay. So you want to do Lenormand first, or what would you like to do first? I did channel messages for a while. He was acting like I'm too much of a pain in the ass. Hey, those words I was going to say earlier, but I kept it. I was saying pain. I wanted it, like pain in the ass wanted to come out, but it seemed like I wouldn't act that way if he truly liked me. Yeah, hon, yeah. You know the truth. Yes, we can do channel messages, absolutely. Okay. All right, so we're just going to say channeled messages from Joe. For Katarina, please. Messages from Joe for Katarina. Messages from Joe. The High Priestess. Okay, I see. You talk of your intuition, Katarina. What you see. I remain quiet, listening to my own gut, my own intuition as well. I don't know what to do. I'm feeling stuck here. It's hard for me to make a decision on where to go, how to move forward. I don't want you to see. I can't see the future. I don't know what's going to happen. I feel very conflicted in my mind. I think of the past often. Kind of stuck here in my past. Why sometimes I'm quiet. But I do get nostalgic about my past, my childhood. Where I come from. I might need to leave my way. Okay. I'm going through a process right now, a big change in my life. I'm wanting to put the past in the past and move forward, but I do feel stuck in the past. I don't see anyone from the past. Things are silent. I go back and forth in my mind. It's very inconsistent. It's going back and forth, back and forth. I don't know what to do, but I'm trying to go for it here. My intuition is telling me to go for it, to move forward. But I still feel stuck. I go back and forth in my mind, on what to do to move forward from my past. I'm going to give you all I can for now, Katarina. I'm going to give you a little bit, and I'm hoping to receive back. I'm going to give you what I can. I want to date you, but I can't give all of me because of the past. Yeah, that's what I have for you. I don't really see any big feelings here. The past shows up big time, being stuck here in the past. I will say this is my player card, so be aware of that. But yeah, it's about him moving into a new stage in life, trying to move past the past, only able to give a little for now. Your intuition is on point. That player energy shows up here, and that's what a player does. They jump from one to the next. So just be aware. So that's what I have for the channel messages. Interesting. All right, and then we wanted to know, what does Spirit have to say about the current developments and my connection with Joe? Okay. So what does Katarina need to know here about the current developments and her connection with Joe? What does Katarina need to know here about the current developments and her connection with Joe? What does Katarina need to know here about the current developments and her connection with Joe? Man, the house, the man at the house, planning a night. Okay, let me get the cross, the rider, the anchor, and the dog. Okay, so I'm getting emotional strain. So the man brings a message. I got suffering here twice. The suffering friend, to plan a night at home or nights at home. There's some kind of sadness. The emotion, let's see. Emotional friendship. What's going on here? My phone's. Oh, hey, Nina. You got another question, hon? I'm going to put you down. To abandon ourselves to our emotions. So, there's just a lot of emotional strain here in this connection, what Spirit's saying. And it's just, hey, Nina. It's just, it's like you're shouldering, shouldering something for a friend that's like a friend that's suffering. It's like you are comforting. I'm gonna get the exact words, but yeah, support in times of suffering. You've got like helper syndrome or something. You're shouldering something for a friend, like remember your ethics here. But there's something about that's what you're doing, is shouldering this for him, right? You do have helper syndrome. Helper syndrome. We got our emotions involved here, looks like. Yeah, emotional issues with a friend. A good night's sleep would help you. Oh, Spirit's saying to always follow your intuition. Be loyal to your intuition. The man in the house. So I hope you're not, you know that this guy's suffering. You're not trying to make him feel better or something, because that's not, your job. But as empaths, a lot of times we do that. It like feels natural for us to want people to feel better, even at our own costs. So be leery of that, my dear. That's what I have for you. Milky Way, was there anyone on the list? No, Milky Way actually stepped out. That was her last reading, that I have. So you're next. Yeah, she had to step out. So Nina, were you wanting a 9 card? What are you laughing at, girl? Okie dokie, she says. Yes, please. Anything in particular, my dear? So my son's father flashed yesterday. Oh, yes, yes. We usually split Easter, and I forgot. Okay. For you and Josh? Okay. Is this the same guy I've read about a few times? I feel like he's come up. Nina and Josh, please. Nina and Josh. Nina and Josh, please. Nina and Josh. Nina and Josh. Whoa. One. He turned it around on me, of course, which I should have reached out sooner, but because I didn't plan soon, our son won't see family, blah, blah, blah. Oh, shit. He's giving you a guilt trip, sounds like to me. All right, we got the ship in the center, the ring. Considering none of my family lives here. Yeah. Same one being difficult. Okay. Letter, the tower, child, the bouquet, the mice, the anchor, and the fox. Okay, yeah. Okay, we had this conversation in the past here. He tried to damage your reputation or something? Took, I don't know if you guys went to court. He failed promises, something like that. This is the past, but the communication with the child and the trip is here in the center. Um, I don't like his energy. It's very like you've had when it comes to him, you have to have boundaries, moral boundaries to protect your peace. You got to have, it's really even risky to even. I mean, I know you have to have conversations with him, but um, he'd definitely be someone to go no contact with if you could. But I know you can't. Not when you have a child. You have to pretty much gray rock it. I wouldn't be surprised he's done that in the past. We went to court 12 years ago. Okay. Now, I don't know if he's taking to court in the future. I don't necessarily see that, but he tries to get me to drop my son off earlier than scheduled. It drives me crazy. Oh. Um, he's, man, look at this. To say no to a change. Okay. Um, is he like a control freak or something? The other day I was dropping my son off. And his dad wasn't there, so I texted and asked him how far he was from house. Then he called my son. He disregarded me and called my son. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. I honestly couldn't say. Well, he kind of sounds like one. Um, he tried like I do see custody battles here. Now that's in the unconscious. That's not like, I'm not predicting that or anything. He's married now. Well, married people, they love to be controlled. That's why they like to be married, so they can control someone. That's their whole point. I am being seriously. Or being serious. To say no to a change. That's that whole, I think about the trip or something. So somebody, okay, did you go ahead and make this change for him and then he was all nicety nice or something? Something about, this is present. To be like, he's being nice for their own gain. If you do see something like that, you should not trust his kindness, is what I'm getting. So do not trust his kindness. Yeah, this ship in the center is generally some kind of change, or it could be an actual trip, like with a ship, like travel. Travel with the child. So the reality of the situation, like what's going on here is to spoil a journey. What the heck? So I think there's something about being so fed up with the present situation makes you want to change things radically. Or somebody here is so fed up. False compliments. I don't trust him at all. Yeah. Oh, I interfered on his plans. Oh, okay. Well. Forgot we split the day. He wouldn't give me a time. I don't trust him at all. My sons may go to Colorado to visit fam for a couple weeks over the summer, but he was supposed to go visit his wife's family in Pennsylvania today. Okay. Again, I'm disrupting their plans. um, well, we're both at fault. Well, I tell you what, what I see here in the future is you guys are going to talk again about the stability of the child is how it shows up. Yeah, it's all about, what is this? Social commitments. Yeah, social commitments. Okay. I think I just see more communication here. To be as solid as a rock for a child. A child is the focus of our life. So you guys might end up talking about maybe a new routine. I just see more communication here in the future. Um, I don't know. They might be some kind of. I just see you guys are going to definitely talk more about. You might change your routine, possibly. Um, in the future, talk about the child. I don't know if he ever say something like, "We have a routine. We have a stable life here with a routine," something like that. Yeah. There's more communication here. It's like figuring out what's wrong, what's going wrong, where the problem is, or whatever. Uh, Not that I'm aware, but I could see him being that way. Okay. Um, I don't. I don't think about that he's taking you to court or anything, but that is the underlying issue here is some kind of custody battle uh, with the kiddo. But I don't. I think it's just like because that's what's going on. It's a battle with who has the child win. So I don't want you to think that he's taking you to court or something. That's just like, but that's the struggle here. The who's got custody of the kid win, right? But the future doesn't look bad. It just looks like you guys are having stable communication here about the routine for the child. Yeah. So I want to look here in the past. What was damaging your reputation? What the heck's that? Um, okay. Also, undermining authority too is here. Undermining authority. Like, I don't know if like you tell your son he can't do something and now dad lets him, or vice versa. Dad says he can't do something and you let him, or something like that. I don't know. But that's shown up in the past. He did that in the past before. Yeah. almost damaging your reputation with your son. You know what I mean? Like, oh well, your mom. Like I was saying earlier, letting him do things maybe that you say he can't do, or vice versa. That's what it feels like with him. He undermines me, just like our schedule for the holidays. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that does show up in the past, so at least that's where it's at. Um, I can't say that he's going to change or something. That's unlikely. But it does look like, we're doing, the focus is on the child here. Um, in the future, as it should be, right? Yeah, this guy, I think he gets into his, he tries to, like you said, undermine. Like he does that by he's very cunning. He's very trickery. It's kind of a He's very cunning, very, like, I'm meaning it, trickery. That's how he gets away with stuff. He's like, well, he's like the fox. He's like almost like insidious kind of stuff. I'm just not afraid to step up to the plate with him. His other son's mother is afraid to go to court for custody and child support, and his mother and him walk all over her. Yeah, so we see where he gets it from. He's tricky though. The way he goes about stuff, girl, he's tricky. Like he's got an ulterior plan at all times. He's real good at being cunning and plays victim. Yeah. It's not like you got some narcissistic tendencies here for sure, which I feel for you. It's hard co-parenting with a narcissist. It's damn near impossible. So kudos to you for making it 12 years. I mean, I don't know that the man's a narcissist. Does seem to be showing some narcissistic tendencies here. But like I said, if you weren't didn't have a child with him, I would be telling you to no contact as POS. But do the best you can. Don't ever get to talk about any emotions with this guy whatsoever. Okay, that's what I have for you, Nina. Keep me updated, but it doesn't look bad. I don't see any big argument or anything. It looks like a communication about the child. So thank you so much, my dear. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, guys, donations are open. I'll be on here for a little bit longer. I guess my tornado warning has passed. I am safe now. I'm marked safe. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's over. My ears are ringing. What's going on? My ears are ringing. Hey, Milky Way. You got another question? Okay. Yeah, you can donate. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. Let me pull up my email here real quick. I don't know why I got shut down. I guess I closed it. Okay, what does Joe think about the conversation that we had about it? Okay. All right. All right, here we go, girl. We're going to look at what does Joe think about the conversation we had about our connection? Okay. So, what does Joe think about the conversation that he and Milky Way had about the connection? What does Joe think about the conversation that we had? Oops. What does Joe think about? Okay, we have the fish, the mountain, the book, the crossroads, the stork, the clover, and the scythe. Something urgent not being taken seriously enough. And to go back to the same crossroads that we've been to before. I'm getting many problems. This can sometimes be financial problems. there's like to be stuck in some kind of problem, some kind of problematic truth, the painful truth is the truth sits here in the middle with the book. So it's all about the truth. The truth has there's an obstacle with it. And it doesn't just show up as a truth, it's the painful truth. I'm so sorry I keep coming in. I'm still with him, so I need to leave here and there. Oh, not a problem, not a problem. An opportunity to profit. So he's seeing that he's got obstacles here for him to profit in the connection because of the problematic truth here, the painful truth, and that it's not being taken seriously. Yeah, and we keep coming back to the same crossroads we were at before. Breaking the silence is here. Just like a problematic, the mountain always speaks of obstacles, okay? Challenges. And to take the challenging road. He may be a bit surprised by the suddenness of something after a long period of standstill. He just sees an obstacle in him profiting from this connection because of we keep going back to the same crossroads over and over. Yeah. And that I'm emotionally involved, but he isn't. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I told him that I am concerned that he's using me and that I'm emotionally involved, but he isn't. Yeah. Well, I don't know how seriously he's taking you. Knowledge of the facts is necessary for making a good decision. So he's a little it's showing up here. He's a little easygoing with telling the truth. He's a little ambivalent about the truth. He may even have a different, he did sound a bit evasive. Yeah. Kind of silent. He's diverging from the truth, right? Like, so yeah, he sees this as very problematic because, you know, he doesn't want you to know those things, right? He feels like this is the same conversation keeps happening, or we're back to the same crossroads. We just keep coming back to the same crossroads, right? So you're welcome. Katarina, you got, okay, you want to do some oracle? All right. We can do that. So, let's see. That'd be fun. The hidden truth. Wow. I guess fun. So, different. So, I'm assuming you're wanting messages from Joe. Let me know if you're wrong, if I'm wrong. And then you got these Rebel deck. With the Rebel deck, you don't really ask questions. So we can do, I might be able to do flyouts. Have you eaten? You're acting like a big ass baby. You need food in your belly. Eat a fucking taco, it says. Oh my goodness. We're gonna do flyouts on this, see what we get. On the Rebel deck. These are kind of fun. Time to let go. Move the fuck on. I like that. See that? Time to let go. Move the fuck on. Okay. See, one more here, one more here. Stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. Stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. Interesting. I like those cards. Those are the Rebel deck. Those smack you in the face, hard truths. And then we're going to look at the Hidden Truth Oracle. I'm assuming you want these from Joe. I don't know if you're in here right now. All right. We'll just go ahead and pull you these. Maybe you can go back and look at them if you had to step away. All right. Messages from Joe, please. Messages from Joe. Messages from Joe. Please. Messages from Joe. Messages from Joe. All right, here we go. First card out. I am afraid to contact you. I'd say he's more afraid to, tell the truth. Interesting. Finding out the truth crushed me. I would say I'm afraid to tell you the truth. I know I messed up everything. I'm afraid to contact you. Finding out the truth crushed me. I know I messed up everything. So I put these together. And these are really good for people that are in no contact. But because I know you guys are in contact, I immediately wanted to say I'm afraid to tell you the truth. And the next card I flip out is finding out the truth, which none of these cards have the word truth on them, but this one. So I thought that was kind of wild. Yeah, he doesn't like the fact that you know the truth, and then he knows. He knows it's on him. I know I messed up everything. Somehow. Okay, that's what I have for you. Interesting. Very interesting. I love those Rebel deck cards. They're so cute. And fun, right? All right, guys, I'm going to throw out my last call. For you guys. So if you are interested in getting a reading, now is your chance. All right, I will be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So I hope to see you there. Bye.